The notorious clubhouse of the Descendants MC in Adelaide's north has now been officially branded a prescribed place by the state government, a declaration that could see any member stepping foot on the property face up to 3 years behind bars. This ominous move marks the clubhouse on Research Road in Pooraka as the fourth property to earn such a title, joining the ranks of other infamous locations like the Hells Angels Pondi Property. A prescribed place is a location identified by authorities as being associated with criminal activities, particularly those related to outlaw motorcycle clubs. These clubhouses serve as central hubs where club members plan and coordinate illegal operations, including drug trafficking, violence, and other illicit activities. Due to their notorious role in facilitating organized crime, these locations are subject to increased law enforcement scrutiny, with the goal of disrupting club operations and reducing their influence within communities. Designating these clubhouses as prescribed places allows for stricter legal measures, such as search warrants and monitoring, to be applied in efforts to curb bikie-related crime. On Thursday, August 15, 2024, South Australia Police and the state government zeroed in on the Descendants MC's stronghold at 596 Research Road, Pooraka, tightening the noose around the club's activities. The origins of the Descendants MC trace back to 1974, when brothers Tom and Perry Mackie, fresh from their New Zealand roots, planted the seed of a new motorcycle club in South Australia. Inspired by the Maori-led groups they had known in South Auckland, the brothers forged a brotherhood that would soon draw the eyes of the authorities. According to the founder, the club began as a group of motorbike enthusiasts working in a bike repair workshop and gradually expanded into a brotherhood of riders with a shared passion for the open road. Over time, they evolved into an organized motorcycle club with a strong sense of loyalty and community. The club's colors are gold and black, and their patch features a muscular winged griffin in the center, holding 2 pistons and a red shield with the letters SA representing their state of origin, South Australia. Just a few years after the club's inception, the South Australian government unleashed anti-consorting laws that swept through the bikie world like a storm. Members of the Descendants found themselves behind bars for minor infractions, yet it was within these prison walls that some would transform into hardened criminals, forging connections and deepening their ties to the underworld. Club founder Tom Mackie himself has pointed to these brutal years as the crucible that shaped the club's darker side, turning mere bikers into something far more dangerous. In past years, the Descendants took a leading role in uniting various bikie clubs across Adelaide and South Australia, including the Hells Angels, Finks, and Gypsy Jokers, to collectively oppose the anti-biker legislation. The Descendants Clubhouse, viewed as relatively neutral ground, became a central meeting place for these clubs to discuss and construct their response against tough anti-bikie laws. The club's long-standing presence in South Australia added to its significance as a gathering spot, offering a sense of stability and tradition that other clubs respected. Its deep roots in the community and reputation for enduring through various challenges made it a trusted and strategic location for coordinating efforts and fostering unity among the different groups. The Descendants MC has long been entrenched in high-stakes criminal activity, with members entangled in headline-grabbing drug operations, including a staggering $151 million bust in 2013 and another massive haul in 2016. In 2019, the club made further news when a high-ranking member of the club, Mark Barford, 56, and his teenage son Adam, 18, were arrested in Adelaide after allegedly attempting to dispose a loaded .22 revolver disguised as a Christmas present. Police claim that Barford ordered his son to hide the gun in the S-bend of their toilet. During a raid, officers found Adam poised to flush the disguised weapon and recovered methamphetamine, ammunition, expandable baton, and a crossbow from the property. The father and son were charged with possession of a prescribed firearm, ammunition, and trafficking in controlled drugs. Barford also faced charges for possessing prohibited weapons and breaching a firearms prohibition order. Both men appeared in Adelaide Magistrates Court and were placed on home detention. But it wasn't just the club's drug dealings that made waves. The club was thrust into the media spotlight when 8 of its members unleashed chaos in a violent showdown at a Blair Athol car yard in June 2020. The dispute, which erupted over a car sale, escalated into a brutal brawl, with bikies brandishing hammers, knives, and poles as they attacked a man. Despite strict anti-association laws forbidding their gathering, the bikies brazenly ignored the law, showing no fear of repercussions. Their recklessness didn't go unpunished, as all 8 men were sentenced to home detention, receiving sentences of 7 to 8 months. Yet despite their confinement, Authorities remained uneasy about their unwavering loyalty to the club, even as they tried to reassure the community that the streets would be safe. For Tom and Perry Mackie, the founders of the club, 2020 was a pivotal year. The brothers, who had established the Outlaw Motorcycle Club after moving from New Zealand over 50 years ago in the 1970s, were suddenly at the mercy of the Australian government. Former Home Affairs Minister Peter Dutton cancelled their visas, plunging them into a legal struggle. While held in detention, their attempts to overturn the visa cancellations were rejected by both the federal court and the High Court. Now they remain detained at Broadmeadows Immigration Detention Center, confronting the harsh prospect of deportation. Refusing to go down without a fight, the Mackies have now launched a final appeal to the federal government under newly relaxed deportation rules, which consider an individual's time in Australia and family ties. But if this last-ditch effort fails, they will join the ranks of over 300 other bikies and organised crime figures expelled from Australia on character grounds, leaving behind the empire they once ruled. If you're looking for more thrilling and edgy bikie updates, don't hesitate, whack that subscribe button, spread and share the video, hit that like button, and drop your thoughts in the comments. And for the true grid Spartans out there, consider sending a super thanks or buy us a coffee to show some love. Your support keeps us going and the channel thriving, especially since most of our videos aren't monetized due to all the crime-related content. Stay tuned, stay curious, stay awesome, and take care. Wu-Tang.